Today I've got 5 dinner ideas that you can whip up in your air fryer, and they are perfect for 1 or 2 people. My name is Kathy and I empower air fryer owners to actually use their air fryer. You ready to see these? Let's go. Bang Bang Chicken is what's for dinner. It comes together so easily and tastes amazing. And you only need a handful of ingredients to pull this off. You'll just need 1 chicken breast and 4 simple seasonings. I bet they're in your pantry. And then for the Bang Bang sauce, you'll just need mayonnaise, sweet chili sauce, and some sriracha if you want some heat. First thing to do is to pat your chicken dry, and then we're gonna pound it down. This is gonna ensure that your chicken cooks nice and evenly. Then go ahead and cut it into strips. You could also cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces, which just means you'll cook it less time. Then just mix your seasonings together in a small bowl. You just need a ½ teaspoon of each: garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and the seasoned salt. Go ahead and spray some oil on your chicken and then liberally add on that seasoning mixture. The oil is not only a heat conductor, it's gonna help the seasonings stay on to the chicken. Rub in those seasonings, and yeah, I probably should have used gloves because it's so disgusting, but make sure you wash your hands really good and you should be okay. Now you're gonna let that sit and go ahead and make the best part, the Bang Bang sauce. Now what I like to do is use this as like part marinade plus part dipping sauce. So go ahead and get a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, add in 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce, then a ½ tablespoon of sriracha sauce. Go ahead and add more or less depending on how spicy you like things. And then mix it all together. Set some aside for your dipping sauce, and then the rest of it you're gonna just spread right over your chicken strips. Place them in the air fryer basket, and you're gonna run it at 380 degrees for about 8 minutes. Now if you have a regular air fryer, you will want to rotate that at the halfway point. Otherwise, if you got the Kasori dual blaze, you don't have to worry about flipping. Make sure that chicken has been cooked to at least 160 degrees. Let it rest until it hits 165. And then you are good to enjoy it. Spicy. It's good. Okay, spice is starting to simmer back in my throat. Good flavor though. Good flavor.
It's not overly spicy for me. I can handle a little bit more, so I think this is gonna be perfect for anyone who just like loves a little spice.
I think you just roasted me.
No, we all know this is true. This would be perfect with rice.
Mm-hmm. Rice would tone it down too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. What
Really
do you say?
easy.
What do you say? 4 for me.
Yeah, I think like 4.5.
4.5 for you.
It's not perfect, but it's really good.
Yay. Time for some chicken curry. This one is on page 75 in my cookbook, and as you can see, it might look a little bit overwhelming with this ingredient list, but it's actually super easy to make. So first we're gonna make the curry. Chop your tomatoes into 1/4-size pieces, chop up your onion, and then add both of these to your air fryer safe dish. Pop it in your air fryer and then set it to 320 degrees or 160 Celsius and let it cook for 15 minutes. While that's cooking, go ahead and chop up your chicken into bite-sized pieces and then peek in at those tomatoes. Basically what's gonna happen is the tomatoes are gonna break down to form the curry sauce. You'll need 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. Now let me show you one tip. You can totally do fresh, or you can buy these cute little frozen cubes. They're in the freezer section in your grocery store. One of these little cubes is equal to 1 teaspoon. So you just pop it right out of the plastic, let it thaw, and boom, you've got your ginger. Then you'll want a teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of salted butter, 2 teaspoons of curry powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked, just do regular, it's fine. And just under a 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. Then go ahead and add in all of those seasonings and just stir it in. At this point, I like to spray in a little oil. That's gonna just help the tomatoes and the onions get that extra char and roasted effect in the air fryer. Continue air frying for 5 minutes at 320. Now that that's done, go ahead and break up the tomatoes, mix everything together, and my tomatoes still needed to get a little more tender. At this point, the time that you add on is going to vary depending on how tender and soft you like your tomatoes. I decided to bump it to 350 for about 3 more minutes, mostly because I just wanted to speed the process along, but I didn't want everything to burn. And now that curry base should be looking perfect. Gently stir everything together and you'll see those tomatoes are going to be breaking up really nicely at this point. Now it's time to add in the heavy whipping cream. You could also use coconut milk, which would be delicious. Mix everything together and then your curry sauce is finalized. Next, it's time to make the chicken. Since we are using that oven-safe dish, the air fryer is still clean, so yay. Keep in mind that you can substitute the chicken with any of your favorite meats or meat alternatives. All you need to do is throw it in the air fryer, season it with some paprika, spray it with oil, and air fry at 380 for 6 to 8 minutes. Just want to make sure that chicken reaches a safe internal temperature of 165 by the time it's done cooking. Then it's time to throw the chicken into the curry sauce, and then if you want, go ahead and put it back in the air fryer. That's just going to heat everything back up. I only did 2 minutes at 350 degrees. And let me tell you, the house smelled amazing, but not like overpowering curry smell, which we all know can sometimes be a bit much. Now you've got it all ready to go. You could serve it over rice, with naan, and oh my goodness, it's incredible. Chicken curry in a hurry.
I love it. I just love curry always, so. It takes a little more time, but I think it's worth it because it's pretty hands off. And if you just want some curry for two, you don't want to make a big pot, this is what you do.
Chicken curry, kind of in a hurry.
Tastes amazing though.
This is not spicy like other curry we've had, but
Yeah,
you could make it spicier.
you could.
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 5 for its flavor, 4 for like the cook time.
Yay! Now I know that's a little bit more of an advanced recipe. If you're feeling overwhelmed with your air fryer, check out my Air Fryers Unleashed course, where I will take you through 8 never before seen recipes, and it will change how you cook forever. You can learn more about that at empoweredcooks.com. Up next, I've got barbecue chicken naan pizza, and you won't believe how easy this one is to throw together. Now this one, you're gonna wanna grab some naan bread. These are some little mini ones, but you could get regular sized as well. And then of course some mozzarella cheese, some sliced red onions, some fresh cilantro, and then some barbecue sauce. This is my homemade barbecue sauce. It's in the cookbook, by the way. And then if you want, you could also do some marinara or pizza sauce. And then you'll need some cooked chicken. Now for dinners like this, I really love to use leftover chicken, but you might not have any leftover chicken. And this is where the cheat sheet comes in super handy, because you just want to cook up some chicken. So instead of going to Google or searching through my cookbook to see how long to cook chicken, you just come right here. It's right here at the top. Chicken breast, cook temp 380. It's gonna be cooking anywhere from 10 to 18 minutes. And that's because it just depends on how thick your chicken is, how big it is. But we tell you the internal temperature of 165, so you get it spot on. By the way, my daughter Haley, who's a college student, developed this recipe for you. And it's one of her personal favorites. Thanks, Haley. So what she likes to do is preheat the air fryer at 400. And just to kind of crisp up that naan bread a little bit and dry it out, she pops it in there while she's preheating it. I'm just gonna give it about 3 minutes. Okay, the air fryer is preheated. My little breads here are just nice and toasty. It maybe could have had a few extra minutes. And I'm gonna just put them right here on the liner. It's just gonna be easy to maneuver the pizza. Now, barbecue chicken pizza. One wouldn't necessarily think you would have a red sauce on there, but it's kind of a cool flavor combination. So I'm gonna go ahead and put red sauce on one of these little pizzas. And then to my cooked chicken, I'm just gonna add some of this barbecue sauce, however much you want. It's gonna help keep it from drying out as it all cooks up in the air fryer. Open the barbecue sauce, I'm just gonna spread right here on this other pizza. And then go ahead and just spread your chicken right on top of your pizza. Now, if you're cooking up chicken just for this recipe, you'll probably just need 1 chicken breast, and that will give you some leftovers, possibly for like salad or another meal. And just throw on those other toppings however you like them. You could even do that cheese first and then put the chicken on top if you're worried about it flying around. I love fresh cilantro. It's one of those things. You either love it or you hate it. Let me know down in the comments below. I've got one child that absolutely hates it. It tastes like dirt to him. And then just some red onions, however much you like. Oh, and that's gonna be so good. Now remember how I had preheated this air fryer? Since I did my pizza right here, like I said, it's gonna be really easy to just pop that right in. And if you have an air fryer that's super powerful and is just gonna blow all of that around, just let it sit there for a couple minutes. It's gonna warm up the cheese, make it heavier, and then we're gonna cook it up. Okay, that's been sitting a couple minutes, and now I'm going to cook that up, punch this up to 380, and it really just needs anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. I'll give it 4. Oh, oops. I just read the directions Haley gave me, like all the way through, and the fresh cilantro, it goes on after you cook, so yeah. Okay, I am starving. That looks amazing. Okay, then just carefully lift it right out of the air fryer, and let's eat.
Where's the barbecue?
What's in there?
I felt it. Whoa.
What do you think?
Whoa. Wait a minute. That was a good one.
What's
What?
that?
What?
This. Please don't say it's cilantro.
I've got one child that absolutely hates it. It tastes like dirt to him. The green stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cilantro.
Other than that, it's 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for you? Logan, what do you think?
I think that's a 4.5 out of 5.
Yay.
Yeah, pretty buzzing.
My daughter Haley invented this all-in-one dinner idea. These are stuffed sweet potatoes.
Pick out your favorite sweet potato. You could do white or regular. And to save time in the air fryer, we are going to parboil it in the microwave. So wash your sweet potato, pierce it with a fork, and then cook it for like 5 minutes.
There we go. Okay. All right, sweet potatoes done.
Okay, normally I make this one in the 5.8 quart as well, but here's what we're gonna do. Pop it in the air fryer, put your chicken in the air fryer,
Is that about a half pound?
however much chicken you want.
About a half pound.
And then we're also gonna use frozen broccoli as well. Then, as much broccoli as you want.
So you just have them all in there side by side cooking together.
Yep, and now you have dinner. Spray with oil.
You're seasoning it with Italian seasoning?
Yeah, you can use any seasoning that you love. Well, that's a lot. It's okay. We're gonna cook it 370 for 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna check on it halfway. Okay, so this chicken is just about done.
It's looking good. It's because we cut it in smaller chunks, so it's taking less time, and there's actually a little more breathing room in this basket.
Potato's feeling cooked, just poking it in, and so is the broccoli. The bottom is not as crispy, so we're gonna flip this over. Continue. Oh, that's a nice slide. Okay, it looks like our potato is looking amazing. So is the broccoli. And our chicken looks good. Let's test it.
165, perfect.
Perfect. And then our fourth ingredient is cheese.
Cheese.
If you want, you can put the potato back in the air fryer and just let it sit there for a couple minutes if you want your cheese more melted. If not, it's still pretty hot that it could just melt like this.
Yummy, I want to taste test. I'm really excited.
A perfect dinner for one.
This was super fast and easy to make too.
Yeah, and you can make it all in the air fryer in one batch and probably have leftovers.
Huh. Wow, I could do this for like my lunch at home.
Yeah,
Too.
so easy.
So 5 minutes parboil, 10 minutes cooking it all together. Like really, you could have this ready in less than 20 minutes. That includes the prep time of cutting up your chicken. Winner! Woohoo! These chicken BLT wraps are amazing. And do not skip on making the sauce that goes with it. So good. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the air fryer to 380. I'm gonna show you what to do for like 1 or 2 people only. I've got some little thawed out chicken tenders, and I'm just placing them right in half of the air fryer. And I'm gonna throw in a couple slices of bacon. I'm gonna place those right next to each other. And then I'm gonna just season it with this yummy organic garlic pepper from Redmond Real Salt. You could just use salt and pepper if you want. And then I'm just going to lightly mist that chicken here. Then I'm gonna just cook this at 380, and I'm gonna start with 10 minutes. Now we're gonna make a yummy dipping sauce. You need about 2/3 cup of sour cream, which is also apparently about 130 grams. And then 2 tablespoons of your favorite barbecue sauce. I'm just eyeballing. And wow, that looks like ice cream with hot fudge, right? Well, I forgot to hit record, but I added a 1/2 teaspoon chili powder and another 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and I did a little splash with salt and pepper. And I'm just gonna stir this up to make an amazing sauce for these burritos. Okay, I forgot to turn that shake reminder on, but here we go. That bacon's been going for 5 minutes and pretty nice and crispy for me. So I'm gonna pull the bacon out. I'll just let that sit on a paper towel, and I'll just take a quick reading on that chicken. It is almost done. I'm just gonna quickly flip these, and I think I'll season them on the other side. And that will finish up cooking, but I don't want to go that full 3 minutes, so look, I can just change the time right here while it's running. Chicken is done. So I'll let that rest for just a minute. And if you like your tortillas warm, just get a little paper towel, wipe out your pan if it's dirty. I'm gonna pop those right in, set my rack on top. I'm gonna run it at 350 for 2 minutes. And now those tortillas, they are nice and warm. And while that was cooking, I just prepped some veggies here. Now I'm just gonna spread some of that delicious sauce on top. Add a chicken tender, a little bacon slice, some lettuce, avocado, tomatoes, So the cool thing about these is like this one doesn't want tomatoes, so you don't have to add tomatoes, right? Do you love it?
Yeah, 10.
10 out of 5, all right. All right, what do you say, Sissy?
I would say it's kind of a hard choice.
Did you love it or did you like it?
I kind of like,
You like it. So 3 or 4?
yeah,
3 or 4? Let's go with a 4. Should we go with a 4?
yeah.
4 all the way. Enjoy this one. Now I've got more recipes for 1 or 2 right here, and then be sure to go click in the description box or the first comment to learn more about my Air Fryers Unleashed course. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.